Hi everyone, Claudia here from Light in Clarity. Today in Spirit Talk, it's a very quick Spirit Talk, if I can help that. I want to have an open-minded discussion about the word enlightenment. I often, in the past and in the present, have seen clients who have said to me, when will I reach enlightenment? When does enlightenment come in? So I suppose it's about, from the point of view of spiritual growth, awakening. Here's the thing I'm going to say to you, and you've all heard me say this before. We all grow until the day we die, and we all have life lessons to the day we die. Even the way in which we pass, even the day that we pass, is a life lesson. It's a new experience that we haven't remembered before, though we've done it before many times, passing away from whatever realm we have incarnated on. Enlightenment. Nobody dies having reached complete awakening and complete enlightenment. They may have come close to what they perceive as their level of enlightenment, awakening, because everyone's got a different perception of what enlightenment means to them. It's the same with love. If someone says they love their partner, but you don't exactly know how they love their partner because you're not in their shoes, you say you love your partner, so what love looks like to you looks differently to someone else, but you both swear black and blue, you love your partner, though you behave differently from one another with your partners. What you regard as love is different to what they regard as love. It's the same with enlightenment. What you regard as enlightenment or spiritual awakening is going to be different to what somebody else does. Is there an end game to reincarnating? Because what's the object of reincarnating? Spiritual growth, life lessons, experiencing that realm, experiencing yourself in a new body, in a new identity. If you're on earth, you're either male or female, or someone might say something else about that these days, whatever, a they or a them, whatever you want to say. Or if you're in another realm, you're neither a sex, you're just, the person that you are, whatever it is on this society. And the places that we've incarnated on, those places still exist. Is there an end game? Nobody's forced to incarnate. It is a choice that every single person that walks this earth has made to come back because they wanted to grow, they wanted to learn. Being up in the heavens, we are shown our life reviews, we are shown the lives that we have led, we have shown exactly how much we have grown. And I'm going to say this to you, you've already enlightened, you're already grown, you're already awakened. You've already reached enlightenment. It doesn't mean the fact that you've reached enlightenment in one lifetime, that doesn't mean you're not going to choose to reincarnate again. The Ascended Masters, who have reincarnated many times, and they're still coming to Earth. There's a part of them that comes to Earth or whatever realm they're choosing to go on to move into another lifetime, to do more growing. But you would see them as being enlightened already. Thank you. It comes, you're all going to laugh. Got the Archangel Michael here. He says it is actually a pleasure to reincarnate again and again. We view it as a pleasure before we come back to Earth or wherever we're choosing to go, because we are so excited that we know what that lifetime's going to teach us, and we view it as a pleasure to reincarnate again and again. We're so excited about it. Take that in for a moment, because that's just coming in as I sit here, and I understand what Michael is saying, because I feel this excitement in me when I think about it. Even though I always say I'm not coming back, no way. But even the Ascended Masters are reincarnating. And our spirit guides, they reincarnate. I've been a spirit guide many times. I'm still a part-time spirit guide when I go to sleep. And we still choose to come back. You say, but your spirit guides are enlightened, yeah? So why don't we say you've already reached enlightenment? You're just experiencing a new set of challenges in a new lifetime on a new realm that requires a new set of skills and understanding to come to the table at the forefront, Or perhaps you're redoing it again for whatever reason, to give somebody else the opportunity to grow. And you made that contract before coming, hey, I'll be your mum. Hey, I'll be your dad. Hey, I'll be your spouse for a short time. Hey, I'll be your child. Hey, I'll be your best friend. Hey, I'll be your boss. And the list goes on. Hey, I'll be your acquaintance. Hey, I'll be your fruit man. Hey, I'll be the banker for you. And you're like, great, I'll come so I can award you the life lessons you're needing, and you can do the same thing for me. Take that in for a minute. So I want to say to you, you've reached enlightenment. Each and every one of you have reached awakening in many lifetimes. Not every lifetime's easy. It just isn't. And nobody is to put themselves down if they're not as understanding as they would like to be towards others. Don't put yourself down if you're not. Don't be hard on yourself. You're all doing the best that you can. We all are. And any of you watching this video, or even if you don't watch this video but you watch other videos, not that I'm addressing them because they're not watching it, but how do I say this? You're all good people. You're already enlightened. You're already kind enough. We'll be critical of ourselves to the day we pass. Don't be. Make sure you're your own best friend and that you love you. And don't try to reach for enlightenment. Don't try to reach to be awakened. There's some far out spiritual idea that you hear from gurus that sit on a throne somewhere in a foreign country. Ha! No. No. You look yourself in the eyes and see the wisdom that is there. Feel the love that you feel in your heart, the good that you do think, the good that you do try to do. Remember to do it for you first and foremost, because when you do it for you first and foremost, you can then offer it to everyone else, directly or indirectly. When you go home, no one's going to be waving the finger at you saying you stuffed up, you did this, you did that. They're going to show you life review, and you're going to have the reason you're being shown that is so you have the understanding of what the lifetime meant, how you affected someone else, how you helped someone else. At the end of the day, we all chose here to come to learn and grow. We didn't come here for a smooth sailing. We came here to experience the bumps in the road. Some people have had bigger bumps than others, and it's not been easy. And we can see that around our world at the moment. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. One thing I always do is I pray. Every morning and night I pray for those who don't pray, and I pray for those who really need it as well. You know, the power of prayer, God is listening. And in my own life, as you've all heard me say again and again, when I have prayed, I've had miracles come in pretty fast. When I've needed them pronto and I've met business, God has heard me, and they brought that help in immediately. Years ago, funny story, I was 20 and I was at university, and I heard about a guru. And for those who live in Melbourne, I went to Richmond one night, and it was a meditation. It wasn't a guru, it was a meditation. They put it out. I'm not going to say who it is, the organisation. You'll know if I say it. They put out a meditation, come for 6 weeks to experience free meditation night on a Monday night or a Tuesday night. I said, brilliant, I'll go. So I drove up in my old 79 Honda Civic into Richmond, parked the car, and I went, and there was a few young people my age, surprisingly enough, and a few older people. We all sat there, and after about 3 weeks of the meditation, because I went for 6 weeks, they started to speak about, quote, their guru. I didn't know that was going. I'm highly amused. I'm 20, and there's a few of us who are all young, or all like having a bit of a smile, being your guru. And there was a big hall of us, a reasonable amount of people. They talked about their guru, and they said, if you want to be a part of our establishment, we'll put it that way, our church. It wasn't a church establishment, and it wasn't Christianity. It was left field. Yeah, it wasn't Christianity. And you know, they said our master, our guru, whatever they called him, lives where they live, and they're going to, if you want to be a part of our institution, or whatever they called it, I can't remember, it was years ago, it was 20, 30 years ago, I don't remember now, 40 years ago, whatever it was, no, 20, 30 years ago, and bring a photo. So we young people said, all right, I'll bring a photo. I had no intention of joining these people or studying under this guy, because anyway, I'll keep going with the story. So we all brought our photos in, and they were going to send this off to Suguru in wherever he was, I can't remember now. And they said, if you're not meant to study under them, they'll look you in the eyes in the photo and they will know, and they'll send the photo back and we'll let you know. So we're all joking, going, there'll be a rejected stamp across our foreheads. Well, I did get a rejected stamp across my forehead, not physically, but it came back. No surprises, because I already looked ahead and knew this wasn't going to be. Because I didn't believe that anybody was above me, was going to be able to teach me anything new in the way in which they were doing this, in the way in which they approached it, in the way in which they spoke about enlightenment. Because we're all masters, all of us. We're all teachers, all of us. And there is many of you watching this that have all been spirit guides many times, that have helped out in the backgrounds, in the heavens many times, that still have that role, still that part of you that does that. We just don't see it when we're here, because we are conditioned to to be critical of ourselves. We're conditioned to see where we fall short. None of you fall short. That's enough. None of you fall short. Start awarding yourself the love that you deserve. Give yourselves a break and laugh. Laugh, laugh, laugh as much as you can. And don't take what everybody else says on board so much. That isn't of the highest energy. You know yourselves. You know yourselves. All right, I've pulled 3 cards to be quick. So the first, pick card 1, card 2, or card 3. Which card's for you? Let's have a look. For those of you who picked card 1, Desert Passage. Trust there is a divine plan. Nice. They're on their travels. Look at that. You're on your travels. Beautiful. Next one. For those who picked card 2, in the flow. Everything is smooth sailing. So it looks like you're moving into an easier period, or there's some sort of help that's coming in that's going to help smooth some things out. That's what I get to do with certain situations. Beautiful. For those who picked card 3, Distant Thunder, clear the air. So there is an understanding, a realization of sorts that's going to come in. You thought something was meant to be for you, or that somebody was being helpful, honest, and you're going to be able to read them a lot better and go, actually, that's not the case here. I now know what to do. I'm seeing with clarity, and I'm going to go a different direction, or I'm going to go with someone else. But there is a release and a letting go as well. That also comes into this category. Perfect. You're all on your roads. Beautiful. I'll see you all again this week. Thanks, everybody.